That quick little bass jam was inspired by a video I just saw by the wonderful Felix Pastorius, amazing bass player out of Brooklyn. It was a little video I found of him playing that Black Hole Sun cover for a Fodera demo, and I just love how that sounds. Wanted to throw together something really quick, just inspired by that. So, figured I'd get a little bass playing in this video, right? I've been bad, guys. I didn't upload a video last week. Also, different coffee cup. Yes. Please ridicule me for the continuity errors. I deserve it. But I said that I would post another video last Wednesday, because I said every Wednesday at noon. I said it right there. I upload every Wednesday at 12, and alas, I couldn't do it last week. Routine building is very difficult. Much more difficult than I anticipated. Though, a good plan is always very helpful. Sometimes, things don't always work out. And, in addition to my music and travel and all my other craziness, I'm also a full-time college student doing full-time boring college classes. And I have to get those done. I have been getting those done. At the detriment of the quality of the music that I've been writing and working on lately, which I'm very sad about, but has to be done. I feel like when I record these, I put a lot of pressure on myself to have some sort of deep metaphysical message that I need to portray, or something that I need to express, or some really cool thing to share, or some like really shiny new musical tool that I can give you to automatically get better at playing or soloing or learning different progressions. But the truth is, I don't believe in that at all. I'm not a gimmicky kind of guy, and I don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself. So I want to sort of think of these videos as improvisation in themselves, where, because I really want to get better at forcing myself to think on my feet and produce material off the cuff that is really worthwhile and is really thought of quickly in the moment and precisely expressed. So we're just gonna go super off the cuff today. No plans, no nothing. So let's do it. I don't really know what I have to do today. Or, well, I have practice I gotta do today. Learning new standards. Ooh, you wanna know something really cool? Check this out. Okay, so let me give you a quick little tour of my workstation, so you can kind of see what I do. All right? So, let's kind of zoom out a little bit. Anyway, so got my whiteboard up front where I write all my stuff that I'm working on for myself. And I occasionally keep my good old circle of fifths taped to the wall, as well as some inspirational quotes that I really like that I need to keep filling up. Got the old music stand with the crap that I'm working on. More music on the floor. The good old coffee stain real book. Keyboard over here with the wrong patch loaded up, so we're gonna load the right one because I like to work on all my ideas on an electronic sounding keyboard. Got the Charlie Parker Omnibook over here so I can do my bebop studies. My coffee cups. I always like to have 1 cup of straight black coffee and then 1 cup of water. Gotta stay hydrated, very important. Then I have my little scene from Star Wars Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back, which I will not go into detail. Keep that little ambiguous. We got my books I'm reading. Nice little book on Stoicism, and then the incredible book that I recommend to all studying, learning composers, or anybody interested. 20th Century Harmony by Vincent Persichetti, or Perspaghetti, if that's your fancy. Got the old bass. Got the old collection of basses that I'm playing that day, although one bass, my 5-string Carvin that I purchased from Denson Angulo, right here. A nice double bass over there, so I can do some real old school jazzing, the choking guitar, so that I can study guitar and be nice and informed. Pedal board on the ground, which I have done multiple cinematic shots of before. But let us get on to the subject of this glass with different little things in it. So hear me out. This glass right here, kind of a cool idea I came up with the other night. So I was sitting at my kitchen table and I was ready to go to bed. I don't know about you guys, but in my mind, I have this long list of things that I want to get done. That's sort of like my list. What I decided to do, and the thing about my list is there's a lot of small, minuscule tasks that probably would only take me between 30 minutes and an hour to complete. Very easily doable in a day. But when you have like 30 of those tasks all mounted up really, really high, it's really easy to just not do any of them. So I was like, well, what if I made a little game out of it? So that's exactly what I did. I made a game out of it. And what I did is I took every little thing that I wanted to do and I wrote it on a blue sticky note. And what's really cool about these blue sticky notes is I wrote what I wanted to do. What's really important about when you write it down is I wrote it down very, very specifically. About it too is sometimes I would just want to do a task, like just something to sort of get my brain off of what I was doing. For example, one that I did yesterday, which I nailed on my board, is I wanted to play a new standard out of my good old-fashioned coffee stain drill book. And I wanted it to be something that I had no idea, so I flipped to a random page and I picked a random standard. And that standard just so happened to be Heaven by Duke Ellington, which I had never heard before. Beautifully haunting melody. Really, really love it very much. One of the things that's really important, at least I feel like, on these little sticky notes, is I always write a little summary of what I did on the note to hold myself accountable. Because I think accountability is really important, because I think it's really easy to sit down and not learn the whole standard, or to sit down and just mess around with it for a second. I feel like this is a really good way to keep yourself accountable. And then, here look, this is the really fun part. So, after I draw my sticky note out of my cup, do my task, take it, I now get to have the wonderful satisfaction of taking my sticky note, pinning it on my board. Look at that. So satisfying. Anyway, cool idea, interesting idea. Give it a try. Make a bunch of sticky notes with some cool little tasks. They don't always have to be all chores or work related. Like some of mine are suggestions telling me to go take a walk or go learn how to sing a song. I'm a terrible singer, but I enjoy singing, or I should say screaming loudly in my car when I drive. But really interesting. Sometimes I'll go draw something, or sometimes I'll go and finish a composition that I haven't looked at in forever, that is sitting inside of my hard drive. But if you do give it a try, post something on Instagram, tag me in it, show me. I'd love to see what you're doing. But yeah, cool little idea. So, we better get on to practicing. Anyway, it's nighttime outside, as you can definitely not see because it's so lit up in here. But bro, I gotta edit this video and get it out by tomorrow at noon. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna get back on my regularly scheduled upload of Wednesday at noon every week on the dot. Hopefully as my classes kind of wane down a little bit. But anyway, have a beautiful night. Make sure you drop a like, leave me a comment down below, and I will get back to you. Would love to talk, would love to engage. Also consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.